Please like and subscribe and leave me a comment so we can chat. Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of my Goose Creek Haul. So these are going to be about the large jars. Just to preface you, I have 6 cents in jars off to the side. I really tried to figure out a way to stack them and I couldn't. But these are scents that I've either already reviewed or I've already had before. So I'll just quickly go over them. Brown sugar churros, which I've spoken about a couple of times, one of my favorites. Trick or treat, which I just reviewed. Vanilla pumpkin waffle, which I also just reviewed in the pumpkin form. Bedtime Stories, which I've mentioned a couple of times. It smells like Marshmallow Fireside from Bath and Body Works. This is my 3rd jar. I love it. I always get it around the fall. And Auburn Lake, which my mom had conveniently. I got to burn it a couple of times and it was really pretty. And it smelled a lot like Irish Spring soap, but like in a pretty way. I don't know, it's hard to describe. And then red, white, and blue, which I brought up before too in a previous video. And I've had that in the 3-wick version. Over the summer, I burnt it actually on 4th of July. And I got the large jar because I really like this scent. And it is one that I probably would get again if they ever brought it back. So the first candle that I have from left to right is Sugared Cinnamon Donut. I had a subscriber ask me if I got this one, and I told her it was on the way, and it's growing on me. I think this is more, to my nose, this smells more like a cinnamon sugar pancake with syrup. It's I can sense the cinnamon sugar is there, right? But there's such an overpowering maple sugar aspect to it that I'm getting more like what a breakfast would consist of, or smelling maybe what a coffee shop would smell like, or a donut shop. But I'm not really getting that it is a typical donut, at least not similar to the donut scents that they have had in the past. So this is different. This is actually quite similar to the apple cider donut. And yeah, I'm not really getting a lot of donut here. It's not my favorite because of the syrup aspect. I'm not really one to like a dominant syrupy kind of candle, maple syrupy kind of candle. That's just not it's not one of my favorite smells in the world. I enjoy eating it, but I don't necessarily like smelling it. So it isn't like up there for me, but I have higher hopes that this the cinnamon sugar donut aspect of it will possibly come out while burning. So I'm excited to see what happens when it burns. The next one is Cold Autumn Leaves. Okay, so hear me out. It does smell like dirt and moist fallen oak and maple leaves in the fall, and that's not everybody's jam. But to me, it smells really, it smells like the fall. And I was actually just outside, like, gathering up the leaves on Sunday, and it smelled like the candle, like they really did, like they got it. They hit the nail on the head. But then underneath that, what makes this a burnable fragrance is that it has the patchouli and the bergamot mix that gives it like this very pretty fragrance, and it's okay. It's not going to be for everybody, but just keep in mind that if you know what like raking up leaves smells like, you get the idea of what this candle smells like. Happy Autumn is like cinnamon and apple. You know, it's a very, very typical fall fragrance, cinnamon apple. And then it has that kind of like outside, bit of that fallen leaves candle in there, because you do smell like you're outside on a porch and you're you know, like the label shows, and you're smelling like you're smelling the flowers, you're smelling the pumpkin, the hay. It isn't my favorite one either. It's kind of odd. There's like this coolness in it, that like there's a mintiness in it that isn't listed in the scent descriptions, but I get it on when I smell it. It's kind of throws it off for me because I'm not expecting to smell mint on top of cinnamon and apple. So it threw me off a little bit, but you know, that's like I said in my previous video, Goose Creek really didn't do well this fall, in my opinion. They could have done a hell of a lot better. And I think I really got some candles that I personally wouldn't have picked up if I got to smell them in a store, you know, let's say. Pumpkin Angel Food Cake. I have the entire, like all of their Angel Food Cake adaptations. I have the original Angel Food Cake, I have the chocolate one, and now I have this one, the pumpkin. And I don't know if I got a bad one, but there's this weird chemical odor that it has. And I think that if maybe I leave the lid off of it, it might dissipate. But underneath I do get the original Angel Food Cake scent, but I don't get any pumpkin, unfortunately. So I may have gotten a bad one. Cozy and Fabulous smells a bit like soap and detergent, but as if it were on a blanket, you know. It has the patchouli in it, and if you don't like patchouli, this is patchouli heavy, so this might not be your, you know, your thing. But if you do, like me, I enjoy this. It's still not like, there's something about it that I like, and then there's something about it that I don't like. That's what I seem to be getting with a lot of these candles. Like, they're bearable. Are they my favorite? No. Would I pick them up if I smelled it in store? No, I'd probably put it back down. So yeah, there's a slight sweetness in Cozy and Fabulous that you get from that vanilla note. But it really does smell like, you know, those typical type of cozy fragrances that you get around this time of year. Pinwheel Cookies smells like cherry candy, and I'm not getting any cookies. No bakery note in this whatsoever. I wish there was, but I'm not getting it, and I don't know if it'll come out on while burning, because I don't get any of it on cold. It smells almost like it kind of reminds me of the ribbon candy a little bit. It's not the same. But yeah, it's very, very cherry heavy, actually, and it's not listed. Cherry isn't listed. Berry and raspberry are listed in the fragrance notes on this one, but yeah, I'm getting cherry, like a cherry candy almost. So and that's all I have for part 2 of my haul. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be coming out with some reviews soon, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.